I bet a lot of you have been wondering where I have been. Oh, you haven't? Yeah, I kind of get that. But I'll tell you anyways. But first, let's switch out the background and the music. There we go, much better. Now, the first reason why I have been gone is that my laptop broke down in October. It essentially boils down to that, it shuts down every time I try to open it. And no errors, nothing like that. It just full black. Which, it's been old. I probably couldn't blame it on that. So, it's been old, right? It's 2012, right? The thing was from 2012. Obviously, when it shutting down, I couldn't make any content. You get my point. Sorry if my mic sounds a bit off. There's like a lot of background noise around here. And I'm using noise suppression, which, deletes all that, but it probably cuts up my voice a bit. And don't worry, I'll try to be as understandable as I could with this mic and, with the filter, but, just keep it in mind. Now, if you would notice, I did release a video in October and December, and the reason why that is because I had them prepared for a while before I released them, which is why, I managed to do that, release them. But you would also notice that I have spoken about my laptop, the situation with it before, but, obviously kind of had to go looking for it, which is why I'm kind of saying it here again, so, it would be more clear to you guys where I have been. Now, the second reason why I have been gone is, well, school. When I came back to school after the holiday break, I had the annual sports event, my prom, just regular school activities as a whole. And, with all of that in mind, I figured I kind of have to just, get this out of the way and, come back during summer break. And, after the school year ends, which actually is today, it ended a few hours ago. And recording this after that, and now I'm here making content again for you guys. Now, those are the reasons why I haven't done, which actually not my longest break because after my 100 subscriber special, the next video released 5 months later. So, breaks for months and then nothing new here. Now, obviously, I'm back and I need something to show for it, and I'm gonna announce my plans for this year. But before that, I made a promise to a few people, and I'm gonna shut up now and show it on screen. Now, I recorded that session in March 28th. Today is April 2nd. I'm supposed to have released the video yesterday. So, the reason why it got delayed, well, I just kind of been enjoying summer. That's why. Well, cut me a break, alright? School just ended, alright? I need a break. But anyways, alright, I'm gonna announce my plans now, and also I turned up the background noise remover because it sounded so bad, alright, So here you go. I'm gonna very quickly rush through this, alright. Hope you enjoy whatever I'm planning to release. Now, first, I'm gonna announce Marvin's Marvelous Mechanical Museum album edits version 3. Now, you've probably seen version 1 and 2, and yep, it's nothing new from me, alright, I plan to release this on November 21st of this year, for the 20th anniversary of that album. So, yeah, it's basically just more things on top of whatever is on version 2. So, yeah, that's it. That's version 3. The next thing I want to announce is Hawaii Part 2, but it's more immersive. Essentially, it's like if there's audio cues in the album, telling you what the story is. It's hard to explain unless you've heard it yourself, but I'm not sure when I want to release it. It's coming soon, alright? I kind of took this idea from one guy and I want to ask for his permission to do it. So, yeah, hope you enjoy this one. Okay, I forgot to add the background video and the music, but don't worry, there's a reason for that, right? But let's just move on to this for now. Now, the videos I announced so far aren't really releasing anytime soon, but this one I plan to release this month. This is Frozen in Time by Ace of Hearts, but each track transitions seamlessly. Now, if you don't know who those guys are, I'll play an example of their music right now. There we go, thank you. Now, just to tell you some things about this band, he Alpharad made this band, a Nintendo YouTuber. Now, I'm not a fan of him, but I am a fan of his music, and hopefully, when I release this video, you'll come to like it as I have. Alright, hope you enjoyed this one. Now, there's more things I wanna do, but I'm not fully solid on making them yet, so yeah, just, if I do make them, they should be releasing soon. And I also wanna do things like what you're seeing in the background, just me playing some games, recording them. I'll dump them if I want to. It's not really a series, just random anthology series of me just posting clips that I kind of found funny or just want to release. So yeah, they'll be fun. But also, I appreciate your support for me on 2024, and hopefully this 2025, when I release more content, you'll be there for them, and hopefully, you enjoy them. Thank you for that, and well, and I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you.